Hi guys. On one side, GoDaddy, established in 1977, best known as an affordable domain reseller. On the other, Hostinger, established in 2004, crowned as the king of cheap hosting, who won win a face off between website builder. Yep, that's my goal for today video is actually good, and which one is just Hostinger versus GoDaddy. Let's look at the main attraction. Editing your website. Both builder are small yet optimized tools focus mostly on beginners. The standout aspect of Hostinger is its full drag and drop system, making it easy to customize your site and have more control of its structure. Simplify. Pick element from the sidebar and drop uh, them onto your design. You can create something that look basic like this or as varied as this. However, the limitation here is the elements. You will find around 10 different things to add, but there are not any interesting elements like progress bar, sliders, or pricing table. It can feel a bit restrictive at time, but I think limitation help beginner not to feel lost or discouraged. Now GoDaddy website builder is even more limited. There no slide sidebar for elements and no drag and drop control. You can only add things in predefined place. There is not very innovative. GoDaddy does offer a good selection of individual selection from social link to protect display. They allow you to create a more interesting up editing wise. Both are really easy to use tools if you want to build a similar yet modern website. While we are still on the art, there are marketing tools topic or money. Let's look at what both website builder can offer. Pensify Hostinger website builder is best suited for small scale sites, while GoDaddy provides a comprehensive business sites, allowing for a great control. In fact, I would say that GoDaddy marketing tools are the strong side of the builder. GoDaddy stand out with its full-fledged business suite. It allow you user to control social media from one place and handle ads directly without having GoDaddy. Additionally, it simplifies email marketing campaign with easy to use template and optimization option, making it accessible even for beginner. It's quite impressive how much you get with your subscription. Here, marketing is for stranger weak side. It offer basic feature like an AI logo and text generator, which can be useful for independent business. However, there are no email or social marketing tool. You get only basic analytics without any real way to add more functionality. And the SEO option are okay, and there are not a lot of way to customize your store. In general, hosting your website builder is relatively new, and they do have a roadmap with upcoming improvement. But as it is now, it's top restricted for anything other than a very limited online presence in GoDaddy versus Hostgator. E-commerce term of e-commerce, both platform offer decent capability, not as extensive as platform like Shopify, but they do cover essential like selling physical or digital product, scheduling appointment, and accepting donation. However, with Hostanger, there is a hard limit of product you can have. Currently it's 500, and this including variation as well. So even creating a relatively small store, I felt the restraint. With Hostinger, GoDaddy is more generous, allowing you to sell 5,000 product and offering a bit better selection for customization. GoDaddy is good for store that want to grow and use marketing to its fullest shine. You are probably not plan pricing and feel looking to build a website for a 5 minute and forget about it. We should look more about long term pricing. Through as mentioned in the beginning, you cannot beat first danger when it's come to cheap plan. You can have a build the plan for less than $3, a free domain name, weekly backup, and the ability to host up to 100 sites. That the thing I love about hosting her. It's not restricted, so I feel like I am buying a tool that can be used 100 times. GoDaddy takes a different approach to pricing and offer a free plan, not a trial but a full on plan with a subdomain name of course. This option cannot be used for e-commerce for a month, so for time as much as hosting your ask. However, your storage space and bandwidth are completely unmattered here. The reason GoDaddy allows this is because these plans are for just one single website. Another option is a domain name. Now, granted, it's just $10 a month, but ID rather I have an extra $10 than minus one, right? So if we are just counting cold hard cash, five website with GoDaddy will be around $50, and five website bill with Hostinger will be $3 a month. And this is not even mentioning renew rights. The final print you see below price is the renew when your initial subscription is over the price they renew it will be way higher something this can be a 30% another 300% increase. Luckily both providers are in the clear with an okay price jump. I also have to give point to both providers for showing this renew price straight away and not hiding it somewhere. Is term of services on your renew can actually depend on your billing period. Once you choose a plan you can prepay for it from 1 month to usually 4 years to get the best pricing. You should go with the longer term. The main reason is that good provider usually have at least a 30-day money back guarantee, and these two are no exception. Don't be shy and leave a comment below. That it's full from me for today. I will see you next time.